Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to explore a fundamental truth about wealth and human nature. You see, most people spend their entire lives caught in a frantic illusion. They're out there chasing money, completely convinced that acquiring it is going to magically solve all of their problems. But as we'll see in the source material today, this chase is fundamentally flawed. So let's dive into this and architect what is truly required before a bank account ever begins to grow. Consider this quote directly from our source. Money without a foundation is like a house built on sand. It means that before any external wealth can sustainably materialize, something silent has to happen inside of you, a profound internal shift. Without it, whatever you build will inevitably collapse right under its own weight. Moving to Section 1, the silent internal shift, which is all about moving beyond the illusion of the chase. Now, your mindset isn't just a passive trait. It's actually your greatest asset and potentially your biggest liability. The difference between sustaining wealth and losing it all really comes down to a matter of internal architecture. We call this the high-value mindset. It's a system of inner changes that literally must occur before external wealth grows. You simply cannot bypass this stage and expect to maintain a sustainable fortune. That leads us to Section 2. Systems over shortcuts, the true architecture of sustained wealth. Society constantly sells us on the frantic illusion of chasing money. It's a reactive, exhausting, and ultimately hollow pursuit, which is kind of ironic when you consider how many highly intelligent people fall for it. Contrast that with the grounded reality of building a foundation. You see, a high-value person doesn't chase. They understand that wealth isn't something you hunt down in the wild. It's something you construct a home for. The source material makes a really crucial distinction here. Shortcuts are the language of the amateur. A high-value person abandons them entirely. Instead, they quietly construct reliable systems that can weather economic storms, systems that endure. Discipline. This isn't merely a self-help tip. It's a universal law of value. To choose a system over a shortcut, day after day, requires an ironclad commitment. It is the mortar that holds your entire foundation together. And right alongside discipline, there must be vision. You must possess the calm clarity to see beyond a fleeting, quick profit. Vision focuses your energy on the long-term architecture of your life rather than the momentary noise of the market. Next is Section 3, the Stoic reaction, anchoring your emotional control. Think about the philosophy of Stoicism for a moment. It is the perfect anchor for wealth because it ruthlessly separates what we can influence from what we cannot. First, you cannot control the market. Second, your reaction to the market is your true domain of power. And third, wealth is simply a byproduct of value. If you become a person of high value, the wealth naturally follows. This internal shift requires us to abandon the exhaustion of blind effort. Society loves to glorify simply working harder, but without direction, that only guarantees burnout. The true evolution of the mind is thinking deeper. You don't just push mindlessly against a brick wall, you step back with calm clarity, and you find the door. Which brings us to Section 4, the ultimate currency, the synthesis of wealth and character. The unshakable bedrock of this entire philosophy comes down to a single word: integrity. High-value individuals deeply understand that character is never a luxury. It is the vital infrastructure of their success. As the source material perfectly states, trust is the ultimate currency of the elite. A true high-value person never trades their integrity for a quick profit. Why? Because while money can be printed, trust cannot. Once trust shatters, the foundation crumbles and the house washes away. And finally, Section 5, building a character, the final reality of wealth. In the end, character is the only thing that will sustain a fortune over the test of time. The progression here is incredibly clear. First, you must value yourself through that silent internal shift. Second, you value your time by abandoning shortcuts and building systems. Do this, and the world will inevitably value you. This is how you actually start the shift. So, I leave you with one foundational question. Are you building a fortune, or are you building a character?